Here's two making what we call a crazy smelt. It's a really good fly. It's just body material. I'm just using a Black Magic B8 for the tail. I'm using a barred marabou. This is from MFC. It's fine barred, but there is others available with markings. You can use a black marker pen to mark it. Now my base of my dubbing is laser dub silver minnow belly, and I add silver holographic ice dubbing, and also you can use ice dubbing UV pearl. So if you haven't got this, just put these two together. It will make it whiter, but those two together work well, and sometimes I'll put the three together. And I either use blue thread, it works well with a red thread. You can put eyes on it like this, or you can just paint an eye. We'll just paint an eye on today. And then we just use one strand of lateral scale, and it's 1733. It's a fine. So we'll get started. Blue thread, I just come down a bit. Just bind that. It's a very deadly fly when there's smelt running. I tie a saltwater version, and that works really well, but I put bigger eyes on it. You can tie this fly in greens and browns, represent cockabillies, any bait fish. So I've just cut the middle out of this, just the tip. Now I'm just going to look at that and see if that's about right. So just wet it down about the length of your hook. You can do it longer, but if we're casting with it, we don't want it wrapping. So we just go up, down, up, down. Can go around the thing if you want to. Actually, maybe we will do it a wee bit longer. That's better. It depends on your marabou. Cut that on an angle. Excuse me. I'm just using a nail varnish for all underneath. It just helps tie that in down tidy. That's looking okay. Then I'll do a loop. So I took that thread to the front and then wound back, and I've got a loop and a couple of turns. And then I'm going to have my silver, didn't mention we need silver wire. Now on this one it's just SM, which is small. The bigger the fly, you start going up on your silver. If it's salt water, I'd go bigger. Tie that in from right underneath. And another thing I haven't done is I haven't tied. It should have gone in before. There's a piece of this. So I'm just going to put this round the thread and wind it in on top. That's okay. So then I just trim that on an angle, just about the length of the tail, and that's all you need. You don't need any more. It's just a flash, because you're going to have a lot of flash in the body. So we bring it up here, half hitch. Just a wee bit of glue. And now this is what I've mixed up. So I'm just going to take 1, 2, 3 pinches. Whoops, that's a bit much. Okay, so I just keep pulling it apart like that. You can see the long strands in it. Then we're just going to put it on a hand. And you're just going to roll it slightly, and then we're just going to pull it apart because I want it loose, so I don't want it tight, but I want it shaped. So then we'll pick it up in the loop. This works well for this colour too. Sometimes that'll show through when it's wet, but these are UV threads, so they will show through when they're wet. Now I'm just going to turn that. I'm just going to open it up. I don't want it tight. I'm going to go one turn behind the silver out of the way, and just work my way forward. Just loose. It's just enough to catch it in there. And you have enough room for your head. And cut that. You do a half hitch before you start teasing so that doesn't pull out. Now I'm just using Velcro. It's the hook piece. This is very old. And just hold your wire out of the way and just pull that all forward. Then pull it back, pull it forward. You see how it all pops out. You can tease it out, but I just find this. And now what I'm going to do, just pull it out a wee bit, because then we're going to run the copper wire through it. Oh, not silver wire, sorry. Just wondering where my... And if you ever forget your lateral line and your tail, you can always tie it in when you finish the body and then just wind it down on top. Now just come in, wrap it one around the thread around the wire and then wind that in and cut up. Holding that head up nicely. Now I'm just going to tease that again because it's the last time you'll actually get in there to tease it, otherwise you'll just have to pick it out. I want it looking really fishy and buggy, real streamline. I don't mind the thread showing through, that's looking really cool. So now we're just going to get, you could use grizzle, I'm just using a grey partridge feather. I'll just see if I can find a slightly bigger one. This one. Just a little speckled grey. So I'm just going to take it from the middle. So I've got the middle there. So you can actually just, you can tie it in this way, or you can just tie it in this way. Tie in. Then grab this and pull your fibres back. Sometimes you only need one turn. Just see if I can get two out without getting any fluff. Yes, okay. So I'll bring my thread up here and slightly back where I want to finish it and turn my feather. And then I don't get any of that fluff caught in. I'm just going through the quill. And then just build up a nice head. You can put a skull cap on this if you want to, if you're doing boat fishing or saltwater fishing. But just for casting just paint a little head on it, because this thread's UV, so it's going to stand out. And you can, if we want to, you could put a little collar of red. So you could actually put a red collar in here as well if you want to. But, you know, it works because it's a really... The salt water, I would put a little bit of red. So, where's my marker pen? So this here is a Metal Pro Big Intensity pen. Whoops, the eyes are one bigger than the other. So there's the eyes, and then we can drop a bit of white on that. If I can find the white. I just have to let that dry. You just want a wee bit before I varnish it. So there we are. That's the... It's got a little bit of black, it's got a little bit of white, and then once that's dry, we can varnish it. We'll put UV over it. But if you're using a wax thread, you'll need to varnish it first and let it dry, and then put your UV over it. Because UV doesn't go over wax thread, that's what I've found out. So I hope that's some help.